Put on your best and I'll do the rest. Just don't be a sour coochie. Join me for drinks and a few sausage links. Let's all be Gucci.
Hey everybody, this is Dominique with Black Girl Reviews, and today I'm coming back with another Real Housewives of Atlanta review, season 15, episode 7, Keeping It Gucci. Okay, so this is going to be a short video. I feel like I say that in every video. Like, this is going to be a short video, but today's going to be a short video because not a lot happened up until the throwdown at the end where they had the Gucci party. Okay, so I'm gonna just kind of speed through these scenes and hopefully you guys understand. If you haven't watched the episode, I'm literally telling you it wasn't much going on. So here we go. Okay, so it opens up with Drew. She's meeting up with her video director, Rage. He does music videos for multiple people, so many different industry folks. And she's excited that he will be doing her music video for You Already Know, something like that. Give or take some notes. You already know, just in case I don't sound good. And you know, they're discussing what she wants on the video, and somehow it gets to her having Ralph as the leading man, and he was like, look, this is supposed to be a sexy song. If he don't have his body right, I don't know about that. Then, you know, she discussed being married to him for 9 years, and he was like, yeah, you know, if you can get past these 9 or 8 years, then you can be just like me. I've been married for like 20 years. And she was just like, I thought she was gonna be like, yeah, I know, right? I can't wait to get to that, you know, milestone. She wasn't faced. But that was the end of that scene. Moving on. Next, we have Sanya and Sheree meeting up to do cryotherapy together. It looks pretty fun. And after they do that, they sit down and have a chit chat about the last event that Courtney threw. And Sanya just wants to know, why did all of the ladies leave after Kandi left? It's just, okay, Sanya. All right, just act like you don't know why the other ladies left. And then they said, well, Sheree was like, well, I think I want to do an event called Keeping It Gucci or It's Gucci, you know, and I can tell all the ladies to wear Gucci, and it could be like we can go out for brunch or something, and, you know, we can discuss, you know, get everybody to be out in the open with what's bothering them, so the group won't be so divided and they can move on and have fun together. Well, we're gonna see how that goes. Okay, Sheree. Moving on. We have Marlo and Courtney. They meet up for dinner. Marlo pretty much discussed the fact that, you know, she's going on a blind date. Who cares? And then she also thanks Courtney for helping her with her record, even though she's been in this friend group for more than 10 years, and none of the women ever tried to help her expunge her record. So she's so grateful for Courtney. That's not no one's responsibility to, you know, get your record expunged. Like, why are you just now wanting this done? Like, just because that one incident and you couldn't have a gun because of these charges is now the reason why you want to expunge your record. But I swear, in the beginning of the earlier seasons, you were happy, like not happy, but you was proud of your record. Not saying that people can't change, but come on, Marlo hasn't really changed much, so why now? That's what I want to know. Why now? Meanwhile, on the same day, or this is just how they edit it, we have Sonia and Kandi meeting up at OLG to have a discussion about what was going on, and they haven't really talked since the last event. And Sonia kind of just want to see how Kandi is doing since she left the party the last time. Kandi pretty much tells her, you know, I'm good, I'm cool on Marlo, pretty much. And then, you know, and she said, I'm kind of about to be cool on you too. And then here comes Sonia like, what? What? That's crazy. Why me? Why are you going to be cool on me? And Kandi had to tell her, like, girl, you ride the fence too much for me. I'm not saying you need to pick a side, but it's like Sonia doesn't stay out of what's going on, but she wants to act like she's not picking a side. If you're going to be in the drama and actively caping for one side of the argument, you're in the argument. You're in the argument, Sanya. You're not innocent. I hate that she tried to play this innocent role. Like, what? Oh my God, not me. Oh my God, no. I would never. I love the both of you guys. I don't want to take the heat for Marlo, and I don't want, Drew to take the heat like how Drew took the heat for Marlo because of you. I don't want to take the heat from you because of Marlo or vice versa. And stay out of it, Sanya. You in drama that has nothing to do with you. Easy, stay out of it. Meanwhile, back at the dinner outing with Marlo and Courtney, Marlo explains even more. She says, I just wanted to tell Candy how I was hurt. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to tell her how she hurt me, and it just got all messed up and miscombobulated. And Courtney was like, oh, so why haven't you told her this? Like, what stopped you from telling her this earlier? Well, I haven't seen her. Yep, I have not seen her. I'm glad I watched Candy speak on it before I filmed my review, because I already knew, because I wrote down before I watched Candy speak on it, that Marlo lies, and she said she haven't seen her, and the incident happened in 2020. So your feelings wasn't hurt until now? Because when I watched Candy speak on it, the week before they filmed that scene, I don't know if it was a week before, the week before they filmed that scene, Marlo and Candy was at BravoCon together. So week or two before, they was at BravoCon together. So what do you mean you haven't seen her? Then y'all was filming. So how did you not see Candy? And what about last year? What about, because if y'all filming in 2020, what about 2021? I'm sorry, if y'all filming in 2023, what happened to 2021? Or if y'all filming in 2022, let's just say this was last year they were filming. Of course, it was last year that they were filming. So what happened the year prior, 2021? What happened to that year? That whole year you didn't see Candy at all? Not one? Okay, Marlo. All right. Whatever. Moving on. They flick back to Candy, and Candy is in tears, explaining to Sanya that, how, she lost her brother when she was 15, and how she, mourned his death, which was just kept on pushing it, and she didn't sit around and swallow and cry and really mourn his death like other people would. And she says that she's not like the friend that Marlo wants her to be. She's not like that. She wants to be more like that. Down the line, she would love to be, send flowers and send a little gift and this and that, but that's just not her. And she feels like Marlo knows this, but, she doesn't care. And then here comes Sanya. I really feel like the group is divided right now. I don't know why, but I feel like the group is divided. Girl, Stevie Wonder could see the group is divided, girl. And Candy was like, yeah, because everyone else see that she a fool and see right through that BS. And Sonya just looking like, well, I wasn't expecting her to say that. Like, that's how her look was. Like, yeah, but you. Alrighty, then they flip back to Marlo and Courtney, and Marlo says, I'm done kissing people's asses. I'm done explaining myself for people who don't care how they hurt me and who's just as ignorant as Scooter Brown. And Courtney was like, what? Is Scooter Brown ignorant? And she's like, I don't know. I don't even know who Scooter Brown is. All right, Real Housewives of Atlanta producers. I'm not going to even get mad at Marlo no more, because she's giving what y'all allowing. And it's sad, really. And I'm just going to get on y'all asses. Sorry, Mom. I'm going to have to get on y'all, because What are y'all doing right now? What is this? All right, let's just move on. Then it goes back to Sanya and Candy at OLG, and Sanya asks Candy, did you receive the invitations to Sheree's party, the Keeping It Gucci party? And Candy was like, yeah, I thought it was kind of funny. And Sanya was so excited. Oh, it was, right? Oh, let me read it. Throughout the years of laughs and tears and making memories for the books, some friendships may fade after too much shade, but we always got our looks. Put on your best and I'll do the rest. Just don't be a sour coochie. Join me for drinks and a few sausage links. Let's all be Gucci. Sonya thought that was so hilarious. Like, let's be Gucci. Oh my god, I cannot. Like, Sonya, please, girl, that wasn't that funny. Really, it really wasn't that funny. When I first heard it, I was like, sour coochie. You couldn't find anything else that rhymed with Gucci? I could say so much, not Moochie, Lucci, YFL Lucci. Alright, but really, sour coochie, I don't like that. So Sonya thought it was hilarious, and Candy was like, well, you know, Sheree made a rap song back in the day, and Sonya was like, oh, that makes sense. But for real though, I really want you and Marlo to be Gucci. And Candy was like, nah, I'm like T.I. You see me in the street, shawty, you don't know me. I love that. See me in the street, shawty, you don't know me. I love that. All right, Candy, I'm with you. Go ahead, Candy. I was about to downplay it, but nah, it was lit. Moving on. Next, we have Drew, and she is practicing her dance moves for her new video. You already know. She hit that. She looked good. And then they had switched over to Ralph and his confessional, and he was talking about how he felt some type of way that they didn't want him in the music video, and he was gonna pop up on her just to show them what they missing out on. So he pops up on her on rehearsal, and Drew tells him that unfortunately the guy that they hired for the music video to be her love interest had to back out due to scheduling conflicts, and they wanted to know if he could be the leading man of the video. And he acts like he's not, that's not what he wanted. He's a little upset, kind of feeling a little like play, like why y'all didn't pick me in the first place type thing. And oh, she gonna have to make up for this. Like y'all gonna have to pay me. Oh yeah, you know, you gonna have to do more than that to make me feel good. Ugh. This is not about you, Ralph. You're in the background. You're a producer and her husband. You're not the leading man. You're not the performer. You're not the artist. You're just the producer. Calm down. Like, I do not like Ralph. Let's move on. We have a short scene with Kenya, and she meets up with her doctor to discuss her embryos and see if she can maybe use her eggs that her and Mark had. They had a contract written up about, you know, if anything happens between them two and or a divorce, she is the rightful owner of the embryos, and she wants to see if she can have another baby. This is kind of hard for her because her and Mark is not even on speaking terms, but she wants another child for Brooklyn. The producers asked her, why would you want another baby with Mark? And she was like, I just really don't want to have all these baby daddies. Like, I just want to have one baby daddy, which is something like the Kardashians. I don't know why y'all... I'd rather have a different baby daddy than deal with Mark more than once. Like, you already got to deal with him. He whatever, King. She cries. The doctor talks about the different struggles she had having Brooklyn, and she doesn't advise that she is pregnant. Maybe they should look into surrogates. And that was the end of that scene. Moving on. In the next scene, we have Sheree. She is making her way to the brunch spot for It's Gucci party, and she's setting up the seating arrangements. She had Candy, Sonya, Marlo, her, Kenya, Courtney, and Drew. That's how she set it up. The first person to arrive was Sanya. She shows up in her all-white cream Gucci ensemble. It was a two-piece, the pants and the blazer. Sheree had on an all black like Gucci suit, and it was just Gucci everywhere. And then next was Courtney. She had on like a red jacket and some jeans and a Gucci belt and a Gucci purse. Then it was Candy. She had on this weird looking bowling ball type jacket suit thing. Drew showed up right behind her. Candy sits down and she sees that Marlo was sitting like 2 seats away from her, and she asked Sheree to switch with Kenya on the other side. So Kenya and Marlo switched spots. So Marlo is closer to Drew and Kenya is closer to Candy. And Drew was like, I don't want her next to me either. But they didn't. Sheree did this like that, so it won't visually look divided. She didn't want to have Candy, Drew, and Kenya on one side, and then Marlo, Courtney, and Sanya on the other. That is the weakest crew ever. Like, what? Sonya, Marlo, and Courtney, the new girl that we don't even know, and of course Sheree is right in the middle of two-faced self, right in the middle. But anyways, they all sit down. Marlo shows up in this python snake print trench coat with boots and don't even look like she barely had anything underneath it. Looked a mess with these weird looking glasses. Drew showed up in a track suit from 1989 jacket, Gucci jacket with this old Gucci thrift store purse. It was not cute. I'd rather have just bought a t-shirt, a $500 t-shirt for that one day, and because it was brunch, everybody was doing too much. Either they was doing too much or they was doing too little. Like Candy, I know she got something better than that in her closet. Like nobody had a Gucci dress. Nobody had, like, it wasn't giving style. I know the girls in Beverly Hills, if they would have had like a Gucci theme, something like a theme, they would have been decked to the toe in the latest Gucci fit. But and then Kenya showed up in this all white suit. She's saying that it was Gucci. It just doesn't have a lot of Gucci. It doesn't have the name all over it. But it looked old and it looked like it was tight, like right underneath her boob. Like it just looked like it didn't button all the way. I feel like she could have did better too. But I feel like these events also be last minute. Like I don't think they be having a lot of time. Like I would have been like, oh, let me head to the nearest store to get me a cute little fit for this. I love getting new fits for events. Nah, that's just me. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Sheree sits there and fake cries and says that I hate that we're all divided in this group, and I really want. I'm not gonna cry. I really want us to get back together and on the same page. Like, we just need to talk it through and maybe we could all get back to having fun again. And I just want us to have fun again. Okay, Sheree. While Sheree was fake crying, Kenya was like, girl, I got Jesus on speed dial. You know, if he can't fix it, I don't know who can. Kenya, stop messing with this lady. After Kenya says her little joke, Sheree looks at Candy and Courtney and says, you know, y'all situation started with a misunderstanding. Maybe if y'all could talk it out, y'all can get to a better place. And Courtney says, yes. Honestly, what we were arguing about was so small and so petty. I honestly am over it. I really, you came to my last event and I feel like that was, you know, you giving me an olive branch, and today, you know, I'm over it. I'm moving forward, and I hope you move forward too. And then Candy was like, yeah, I am too. I'm kind of over it as well. You know, I really did appreciate you coming outside after your event to come and check on me after me and Marlo got into it, and I really do appreciate it. So they ended that situation off great. It was really good. It was starting off great. And here comes Sanya. I have something to say. I want to say this to Kenya. Kenya, it seems like we were trying to build a relationship and a friendship, and I thought we were on one page, but it seems like when you came to Ross's party, you kind of gave me this like lukewarm, you know, greeting, and then when I went to Birmingham, you told me to go home and stay home, and I really didn't appreciate that. Like, what's going on between me and you? And Kenya was like, well, let's go back to before filming. You were on Watch What Happens Live and you were doing an interview and they asked you about my booty and if it's real or fake, and you're gonna say that you are seeing what Marlo has been saying all this time and you can't tell if it's real or fake and this and that, just being real fake and real shady. And Sanya was pretty much like, well, I really don't know what else to say. I thought I said a good thing. Like, I wasn't really being shady. I don't really know what else I could have said. And Kenya was like, oh, I got plenty of things you could have said. You could have said no comment. You could have said, I don't know, Andy. If she says it's real, or this or that. And then in the confessional with Sheree, Marlo, and Sanya, they all was pretty much like, oh, I don't know, her booty ain't real, and this and that, and anybody could tell that her booty ain't real, and this, they were just going in and being real fake, real phony, and Marlo pretty much was like, girl, everybody been saying that your booty not real, you just want a reason to be mad at Sanya. Okay, right, okay, big foot Marlo. After Kenya gave her a few options on what she could have said in that interview, Sanya was like, okay, so where do we go from here? Kenya said, I don't know, moving forward, we just gonna have to see if we can be friends, and they both agreed. So then Sanya was like, well, Kenya and Candy, where are y'all right now with Marlo? Why did she say that? Girl, you know where they at. You know where they at. Marlo says, oh, I'm good. I'm in a great place. I'm living my life. Everything's good over here. I'm over it, honestly. It wasn't what Drew was trying to tell you guys what it is. I just expected my friend of 10 years would have gave me a better reaction than what she gave me. Girl, and Kenya was like, how are you gonna want something from a friend that you keep attacking? Like, you just gonna keep attacking them and expect that you're gonna get a different reaction? And I don't know why Kenya tried to make any logical sense of what Marlo was saying, honestly. So they all pretty much just going back and forth. Kenya's like acting like she's choking on some food, and then she's like, nope, it's just the BS that she's trying to give me. And Candy was like, I don't understand why you're trying to put a murder on me. Like, why are you trying to do that? Like, I don't get it. Like, why would you do that? Like, no one in here would want that on them. And Marlo was trying to explain to her, like, no, that is not what I was trying to do. I just wanted to know, like, why you didn't send any flowers, why you didn't send any candy. Like, you could have did something. Like, you could have sent some flowers and candy. Honestly, it was just a lot of back and forth. Marlo was just trying to talk, and Drew was like, girl, you lying though. And then Marlo's like, oh my God, no one's letting me talk. No one's letting me talk. With a smile on her face, girl, because you know it's the moment you've been waiting on. And Kenya was like, girl, shut up. No one cares, girl. You a B. No one likes you. You treat everybody bad. And then Marlo gets up in Sheree's confessional while they were going back and forth. Sheree's trying to say that when these other girls is around Candy, all they want to do is speak for her. Like, who are they? Like, why they always gotta speak for her? They always kissing her butt. I'm like, girl, like, y'all don't do the same thing for Marlo. Like, please, Sheree. Okay, Sheree, I really don't even want to get into it with you, honestly. Marlo says to everyone, I respect all of you guys in here. And Kenya was like, girl, you the last person I want respect from, girl. I don't care about you. I don't respect you. So Marlo, when Kenya said she don't want her respect, she put her ugly looking glasses on and walks out. I'm going to the restroom, you guys. I'm going to the restroom. So she goes out and Kenya says, oh, okay, yeah, leave with your bottom rug, bitch. And get yourself back to the bottom of the rug, a roll. I really didn't know what she was saying. I tried to put the captions on, but it seemed like it was a lot of people talking, and she said rung, something. I don't know, but she thought she ate that. And Sheree gets up to go follow behind Marlo, and she realizes Marlo's outside, and she was like, Marlo, from the door. Like they wasn't already loud in the restaurant. Girl, go outside, and if you're trying to chase her down, but it was raining. So I can tell she didn't really want to get in outside. So she chased Marlo down and tell her, come back inside, Marlo. It's okay. And Marlo's like, well, they don't let me talk. I don't get to talk anymore. Like, they won't allow me to talk. I don't want to talk to that disrespectful Kenya. She's so disrespectful. I'm tired of talking about Kenya because she's so disrespectful. Okay. While Marlo's outside screaming about Kenya, Candy and Kenya are inside, and Candy said, you know, Marlo likes to go at people, and then when he come back at her, she tries to throw her trauma on them to get sympathy, pretty much. And Kenya was like, no, she's just a bitch. See, look how she treats everyone around here. She treats everyone bad around here. And then Marlo and Sheree comes back inside. Sheree tells Kenya, like, girl, Marlo wants to talk, but you can't talk no more. Like, just give her the chance to say what she needs to say so we can get this over with. I forgot to say what else Kenya said. Kenya also said she sold her cat for a bag, and that's her brand. Oh my God. Okay, Kenya. Everybody was like, hey, Kenya, you gotta cut that deep. So after Sheree, you know, talks to Kenya, and Kenya agrees to let Marlo talk, Marlo says, you know what, Candy? It's not about my nephew passing or his murder. The issue is that my family and my sister expected a phone call from you, and they was like, isn't Candy your girl? Isn't she your girl? Why haven't she called? And Marlo said, yeah, she's my girl, but I guess she just doesn't care. And right after Marlo says that, Sanya turns to Candy and was like, listen, Candy, what Marlo is trying to say is that it's not about the murder. It's about Candy was like, girl, Sanya, stop. I do not care. Stop. You don't have to speak for her. You're not her lawyer. Oh, you're not your lawyer. So once Candy shut that down with Sanya starts to get loud. No, you need to understand that what Marlo was trying to say is it has nothing to do with what they were trying to bring to you. It was secondhand information. That secondhand information is not what they were trying to bring to you. And Candy was like, girl, F them and them flowers. F them and them flowers. Marlo screams back at Candy and says, she's just a different breed. She's just a different breed. She's selfish. She's selfish. And pretty much that's when the episode went off, honestly. That was pretty much it. That was all that happened this episode. It kind of felt like a filler episode. I thought it was going to be more explosive at the dinner party. According to Candy and her speak on it, she said that she heard that this is going to be the last time they really speak on this whole Marlo situation. Thank God, because I am over it. I was over it last episode. Like, we could have left it there. Like, we did not need to rehash this whole situation over, honestly. I'm tired of Marlo using this situation and her family trauma for a storyline. Like, it's done. It's played out. I'm over it. I'm through. Okay? I'll give this episode a C+. I'm going to give it a C+ because really all that happened was the whole sit down, and everything else in between was nothing, honestly. So I'm gonna give it a C+, and for Real Housewives of Atlanta producers, do better. This ain't it. You're gonna end up like Summer House Martha Vineyard. Okay, you're gonna end up with them. And where they at right now on my page? Nowhere. I'm gonna do a final recap once all the episodes are done. I'm like 4 episodes behind. I'm gonna just binge watch them episodes and just give y'all a final recap on them because I just cannot. Like, y'all are acting like them right now. But to let me know how y'all feel down below. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and share with your friends and family. Okay, your co-workers, your Marlo, your Hamptons, anybody, just share my content. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.